except where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, in the video before this one, we went over the chokes on the teddy bear using a judo uniform. So you can look on the channel and you can see that. It's the same thing. Nami Juji Jime, palms down. Gyaku Juji Jime, palms up. Kata Juji Jime, one up, one down. Now when you're wearing a t-shirt, it's hard to get that kind of traction on it because this material is really thin. So when you reach back here to choke, this is bending on a teddy bear, but on a person's neck, it's not going to really be that stable because this material is not that thick. So if you're going to use these type of chokes on somebody outside of a judo class or jiu-jitsu class, it's going to be kind of difficult. So you could use it if they're wearing a jacket. If they're wearing like a jacket or a suit coat, you can still do the chokes as you do them on a judo uniform because it's the same type of thickness. But if they're wearing something like a t-shirt, you have to gather up the material at the back of the t-shirt in order to do it. If they're not wearing a t-shirt at all, you can't really do this type of choke on them. Not these. You have to do a rear naked choke or come in on the sides and grind here like this. So those are other chokes that we go over later or in another video. So if they're not wearing a uniform, we'll start with Nami Jujijibe. You see the t-shirt here? You're going to have to pull their t-shirt up on the back of them while you're wrestling with them and reach around the back. So I'm going to assume you already know how to do the three types of chokes. So all you're going to do, this is Nami Jujijime, remember? Nami Jujijime, the thumbs are in and the fingers are on top. So here, you see how my thumbs have grabbed this stuff up? So if you're tussling with this person, you have to reach down their back, pull the shirt up off their back, and then do the choke. Still have your pinkies touching here. So now you can really see the pinky touch. Come in here, pull across, down, grind, pull them into you, lean on them. Okay, like I said, if for sport grappling on the ground, hook your legs around them. Real life self-defense, squeeze the trunk and squeeze the neck. All right. Same thing for Gyaku Jujijime. Palms up. So let's say Teddy tackles me. He manages to knock me to the ground. We're wrestling, throwing little rabbit punches in here. He's hit in the head, right? Oh my gosh, Teddy's trying to choke a brother out. All right, I managed to get my hands off here to get him free. So what I want to do first, well, he's on top of me. Teddy might be trying to bite me or something. All right, I'm going to reach, pull the shirt up on the back here like this. Then I'm gonna put this one, you can't see that, I do it on this side. So I pull the shirt up, right? So then I reach over here. See? Thumbs up. Palms up. Palms up. See my fingers? Palms up. Gyaku Jujijime. Now keep in mind, this is going to be hard to do in real life if somebody's swinging at you trying to bite you. So you see, I'm doing this out of habit now. See I'm leaning my forehead against his head? You're going to have to do that to stay close because even if they hit you at this close, the punches may not have that much power, but they still might be able to bite that ear like a certain boxer did in the ring. All right? So you got to be like this. Lean your head against the side of their head so they can try not to bite you. Bite your ear at least. So you see how this is touching here? Thumbs up top now. Pulling across. Wind. You see how I'm winding my arms? Come in, pull them down. And like I said, with sport grappling, just use this for control. If it's combative, squeeze. Squeeze in both places. Okay? Same thing for Kata Jujijime. Kata Jujijime. One up, one down. One up, one down. Okay? I think it's usually the one that's on the bottom is the one that's up. Okay? I don't think it really matters. If it does, I don't know. So that's Kata Jujijime. Again, Teddy jumped on me. We fell on the floor. Teddy's trying to get the superior position to be on top. So he thinks he has it. So I'm going to pull Teddy in, get close. I'm going to wrestle my way, pull the shirt up here to get that back clear. Then I'm going to reach, pull this up. I'll have this one be the one. So I reach this across to here to get the bottom up. I'm going to reach across here, get this in here. Now stay close. Gotta stay close because Teddy's fighting me. So these are up, these are down. These are up, these are down. Get my fingers a touch back here. Prop this up against his neck. Pull in, cut across, grind with the sides, pull it in. We fall back. I wrap my legs around Teddy. Okay? So I got the pressure on the neck. I'm holding the body for stability, but if it's combative, I squeeze. I squeeze to choke the body too. Okay? Now remember, I don't want you choking the body in class because you could really hurt the person. That's for self-defense. If I were to let you practice the leg choke and squeezing in class, you couldn't do it full contact because you could crush the person's ribs. You just do a little bit of a squeezing just to get the habit in there, and then until they tap. So that's how you do those chokes with the t-shirt. Those aren't the only chokes you could do with a t-shirt, but that's how to do these three. Your Name Jujijime, Gyaku Jujijime, Kata Jujijime. Palms down, Name. Gyaku, palms up, reverse. Kata, one up, one down. Okay, and speaking of Kata Jujijime, see this? See this? This is another way to think of it. When you're doing your kata as in forms in a striking style, look at this. You will have moves where you cross your legs. You hit like this. See that? That's a lot like one up and one down. And the legs are crossed while you're standing. So when you're standing, you would be doing that to hit in here. Let me try this more. So the application for standing would be crossing over to activate this part of Teddy's, let me lean this down. To scrape on the inside of Teddy's leg here. You're stepping across, and then when he leans over a little bit, to strike down in here on top of Teddy's thighs. Right? So that's one application of this move that you're doing forms when you cross leg. So scraping on the inside of his leg and then hitting over top of his thighs here. But for grappling, in here, Teddy's body's in here. This is going around Teddy's neck. Around the shirt. Okay. Oh, and the last thing I said in the previous video, I was talking about how you would go from here and take Teddy down into a Kesagatami. Your key down. So, remember we got this to down block. So, if we're wrestling on the ground, pull up here, you have this choke. It could be the other one too, but one of these cross chokes, choking them here. So you can start off from standing here, choking them, pulling them down like this, and then reach. This is your down block arm, taking his arm out here, and this is the part, this arm right here that will be chambered to your hip, will go behind his head. So you got that. You can't really see it with this because his arm is very short. But you see, this here, right? This here, this is right into Kesa. This here is this here. Actually, this here, see? This reaches behind here. This here grabs the arm. Okay? Oh, right into here. Now I don't like it when you do it here, so you'd have to do like a reverse down block, but it still works. So here, so this is here your down block to get in that position, and then your punch is pulling this more into pulling him more behind you. So that's your X preparatory move, down block to punch is reaching in for the choke. An application is reaching in to choke somebody, either when you're on the ground or get them on the ground, pull them down into a caster position, and then securing it more. And if you want to think about a punch, you wouldn't be punching with this hand. You can still punch though after you got him in this position. So after you put this under here, you can punch them. After this, remember how I tell you to put their arm in the armpit? You can punch them. Or instead of just thinking of this as I punch with this hand, I attack with this hand. Hit their head like that. That's for like combat or something. Okay. All right. Again, you cannot practice these movements with your friends. You cannot practice these movements with your friends. You have to practice these with a responsible adult, even if you're an adult. Don't practice this with just any adult. Practice it with a responsible adult. Don't try to go full out. Only thing that you can go full out on are upper, from here to here, upper body up, grappling applications, but you still have to stop when the person taps. If they say, ow, or you think you're hurting them, even if they act like, oh, you ain't hurting me, if you think you're hurting them, you stop. Don't let their pride interrupt you taking care of their safety. Okay? So if you think you're hurting them, stop. Don't let them hurt you either. But if you think they're hurting you, stop. Okay? And like I said, even if I tell you, like, you take this and hit somebody's head on the ground, you have to be careful with that too, because you could kill them. So, some of this stuff I'm showing you, I don't even know if I'm going to put the whole video link out here completely out there live. So that's why this is really going to be just for us. But at the same time, though, the stuff I just showed you, people can piece this together on their own if they're really looking, just like I did. Okay, so it's not that necessarily the information is hidden; it's just not all in the same spot. So, if there are any pressure point applications, I may look those up and show you later because I can't think of all the pressure points names right now. I know you got a weak point here, right over top of your hips. That'll make you go in. You got that, what they call the triple unit point on the inside of the leg in here. If you scrape that, it makes the person buckle down. And you can hit them in there. And you go across, aiming at the 45 degree. So if you did that, and they start buckling, and then you get them to go down, they probably go down, they might be out there. You probably won't even need to even move in for the pin. Okay? So if you just scrape Teddy's leg in here, see, the teddy bear's already rocking forward. Here, see him? And here. The person probably would just do that. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe not share this one with people that talk about the martial arts. Only share this with people who are responsible. And peace.